knowledge, so supervisor can generalize. After supervisor knows the state of the art of the field, means if I am to do the PhD work, if I am to do the research work in chemistry, my supervisor must know about that particular field so that he can guide me. Then supervisor has a bird's eye view of the problem that we are talking. Next, supervisor knows the art of communicating the problem that we are referring. Means I am going to the supervisor, sir, this is the problem, can we do this something? If supervisor doesn't know, then we stop there. Otherwise, we will proceed. Otherwise, until after 4 years, we will find that nothing will happen. We lost our 4 years.
You can change your scheme.
After
You
4
can
years.
change
After
four years.
think- you
After
can
4
think
years,
another
we are
problem.
waiting for
We
time.
will discuss after this.
After
I am many things to say regarding this.
There is questions and answers session.
Obviously. And I am ready to give the answer.
No.
Yeah.
When you will give the presentation, then that time I will ask you. But
Okay,
this time I will ask the
after
Mandal.
completion of presentation, you will ask.
Okay.
Now, next is
Carry
the
on.
supervisor should be to correlate our thoughts with a related particular problem.
No, sir,
That
recording
was
হচ্ছে
like
কিন্তু।
problem to fluid dynamics, supervisor related to that theory.
ওই
Means
side এ
suppose
উঠবে।
anything just like maybe the supervisor is a mathematics field. Okay, I want to do a PhD in the mechanical field, means the fluid dynamics. Okay, if supervisor knows that he can relate this fluid dynamics into graph theory, this is also a good thing. Means in our target for a particular PhD, for a particular research, our target to invent a theta amount. This theta amount may be the 0.1%, but this is the invention. This is also called a research. But to copy and paste, this is not a research. Now next. So for this process, how we are going to proceed? Okay, what are the steps we are going to follow? How we are proceed? The steps are just like to discover something new. That will be termed as brute force way. Brute force way is that means that we know something. Okay, this means that the step something. So this something means that you know the states of the art of those. Okay, this means you have identified the scope where improvement can be made. Means I am thoroughly studied 3 or 4 papers. I can see that this paper we can give some improvement. So this is the brute force way. Next is the ideal way. Ideal way means to discover something new. Here the subject, the exercise asks that we have a dream to get a new challenges. That is the ideal way. Here is feeling that the challenge can be addressed in a certain way. This is the ideal way. Next, approach of research. Approach of research means narrow down the domain, identify the area that you and your supervisor and your colleagues think that it may be explored and exciting. That is the one approach of the research. Now, survey of the paper on that particular domain. On the particular domain, we have to go for the survey. But what are the objectives you are getting from this survey? What is this survey? This survey is nothing but will comply all the related works since the last survey. All the related works.
Means the field which over you are working. So in respect of your this particular title, we just give a some kind of idea, the basic idea towards a particular who he or she. It may happen that not related to that particular field, but as a layman also they can understand. Okay, oh this is the thing. Okay, the technologically it may happen that they are totally unaware with the thing, but your title has to be something like that. That from that title. Any particular third party will get a view on that particular thing. So that's why to identify the word, the title itself will, mathematically something. Sometimes we used to say some techniques on that particular data, on that we have made a comparative study with this. So title itself will give this is a new thing that they are trying to do, and on the basis by comparing the thing. They have made something and they have established the theory of that particular thing. So that's why the title itself, everywhere, the name, the title, it's required everywhere. Not in respect of paper, in our real life also. We need to do this all. Okay, next. This is author, the list of names in order of contributions. We'll have to give, sometimes in alphabetic order also. In some journals they used to give in some alphabetical order. Mention if 2 authors have equal contribution. In a footnote, you can give that author 1 and author 2, they are having the equal contribution you can give. Otherwise, in a normal flow, in a basic flow, will give you an idea that okay, now this way, so this is the flow of their contribution in this particular regard. Next, the abstract. It summarizes the this particular contribution, techniques, and highlight the result. The itself abstract, sometimes even while we used to communicate on any particular research article, they only their requirement will be okay. You will submit the abstract within this time. So by analyzing the abstract itself, the reviewer or those are the quite master on that particular field, they can get at, oh, this is related to this, means he or she working on that particular field. Okay, now we should get the whole paper. Because the first thing that I have told, why we got rejection. So to hide my whole ultimate thing, it may happen that I should initially communicate the abstract. Once they will accept the abstract, then I will go for the total paper or camaraderie paper. Then by that I can easily hide my exact invention that I have made. But the abstract has to be like that by analyzing the abstract, the particular abstract, one should get a good knowledge or the good idea that what we are trying to give. Okay, the next set of keyword, the set of keyword that identify the work itself can be used as in the index term, can be used to identify the reviewers. Means by taking key, suppose the reviewers, it may happen that a reviewer doesn't know that what is the exact में हो ही सकता है. The reviewer is हर एक reviewer सबको पता चलेगा सब काम है. This is not like sir. By taking that keyword, they can easily make a search. The keyword is a kind of thing. By taking that keyword, they can easily make a search. On the basis of that search, please Dr. Goswami, please come and join us. Yeah. So on the basis of that particular search, okay, they can compare that what so far we have made a work on that and what this particular fellow like to do. Next, কোথায় গেলি? আরে এরকম বলবেন না, একটু আছে। Now this is a form that particular introduction part of anatomy of paper. That state the objective of the work, motivate the reader why this objective is important. Okay, sketch out the overall technique vis-a-vis related to approaches. Motivate reader why your technique is better, and present the organization. This is all about the particular introduction on the particular work, introduction towards your work that you have made. Next, okay, yeah, related work. This is highly related because already my last speaker he has told the search. Okay, there is a huge search you need to make. On the basis of that search, you will have to communicate or you need to pursue our research. So that's why the related work has to be there. Okay, at least not in just 50 years back, a particular job is being done on the basis of that we have started the next job. Not like that. Related work means in a normal way nowadays that used to do that you have if under a same supervisor we are working means two fellows they got PhD afterwards, a third one joined. So whatever the last two fellows they have made from that future scope, the third one starts their job. So this kind of relative works we need to furnish in our research work, that these are the things they have made on that. Once we will give the related work, means we are getting a chance to make certain comparison. Okay, so we can do the comparison in terms of the simulation, we can do the comparison in terms of the experimental studies, and getting the results of that by plotting graphs. Okay, we can show the gain. So these are the different ways. So until unless we have made something related, we have taken this related works, this is difficult for us to carry out our research on that particular topic. Next, methodology. It's the meat of the paper. Whatever you say, the methodology is the meat of the paper. Okay, explain the methodology step by step. Usually methodology has subsections determined by the major steps. Put most of the mathematical equation here to establish and validate the model. That you need to do, mathematical do, where we are lagging, myself basically lagging in terms of the mathematics. That's why I have asked the help of Dr. Bhanu Kumar, but in present days he is so busy with being student and affairs and he is lagging to get that rigorous math. Once you give the rigorous math, then you can make puzzle to the reviewer also. They don't know what he has done. Okay, so they automatically you will be getting some good feedback on that. So do not just throw equations, add contents leading to the equations. Next, okay, results and discussion, and obviously last but not the least, we will have to describe the data set, describe the conditions, the parameters we have taken. Sometimes we used to make we given some equation 1, 2, okay, and some figures, but we didn't cited that within our particular main write-up, so that will create a negativity on that. So while you are discussing result and discussion and whatever we have given in terms of different equations, different figures, different tables, so while we are discussing or we are just summarizing our results, so we will have to make everything on that to get the, what should I say, to make it clear to the reviewers, not only reviewers, those are getting your invention as a new things or something. Next, compare obtained result. Discuss why do you think your result is better or inferior. Add, I have just told the images, graphs, tables to prove your points. Make it subject result, but numerical result is a must. Okay. So it's just only just theoretical analysis is not enough. You will have to prove by giving some mathematics behind that or some graphs, some experimental studies. Everything is required on it. May add additional result in supplementary materials. And these supplementary materials, some journals they are asking for this supplementary materials, so you can give it. You can give it to the appendix. It may happen that you have taken out some equation. Okay, that is another point that I must say, that from a kind of equation we have driven a certain equation after suppose 10 steps or 15 steps. Some mathematical derivation is there. Okay, so the base part from your end is that you must hide that intermediate 10 steps. Basically, that intermediate 10 steps will give you a chance to work with some other job. Otherwise, that by taking it may happen that you are myself, both of us are working in the same field, and I have published a paper. Okay, and there is a mathematics in my paper. So from that particular equation, I have got a new equation, and from that equation giving me a chance to work on that. So and another fellow, he or she also working in that, and they are yet to get that intermediate steps. So and if you give that thing in your paper, then that fellow will get a chance to publish his or her paper. So don't give it. The best thing is don't give it. So that part you can give it as a supplement to a reviewer, you can give, but don't give totally. That will hamper your work. Next. Okay, and conclusion. And the same way, just I am concluding this particular talk, that hopefully that you have got a good idea on this research methodology, particular this publish and perish and this on. The same way, you need to conclude the way with the future scope, that this thing we have made on the parameter of this particular way, and we have got only 1%, 0.5%, 0.1%, whatever the gain. Okay, and next. In the future scope, we like to do this all. So I believe the research is something like that. This is not my belief. This is the belief of my guru, my everything in my life. That research, we are not doing a new to that earth. Okay, we have been blessed that we got a chance to be a human being. Everything is here. Everything is here. Okay. So we just need to give a new look to society. Okay, this is this. And this can be this, so you can take it. So that's all from my end. Hope you have enjoyed, and if you didn't, I can help on that. So thank you, thanks a lot. Now, is that totally a prerogative of Dean?